back to the 2005 NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships. Bonnie Bernstein alongside Amanda Borden. UCLA could be on pace for the three-peat. Amanda, what impressed you about the Bruins in the first two events?
Well, they came out on two of their best events, securing 4 9-9 or betters on the vault. But they still have the make-or-break event to come, the balance beam.
And speaking of the balance beam, that's where Georgia happened to start, really overcoming a huge psychological hurdle right out of the gate.
That's right. They struggled on that event all year long, almost costing them a trip here to the Nationals. But they came out, nailed 6 for 6, and scored a season-best score of 49.35.
Georgia moves to vault, UCLA on bars, Nebraska on beam, Michigan on floor, Alabama and Utah taking a breather. Tracy standing by with Greg Marsden.
Greg, you have to be happy with what you saw from your team on vault.
Oh, yeah, they were probably the best vault set we've done all year, so that was great. I thought on floor we started a little nervous with the first couple routines, but got stronger as that event went on, and then really built on that and did a great job on vault.
Up next after the bye, you have bars, which we know you struggled with last year. Your thoughts going into that event?
We've been good on bars all year, and I think we'll do fine. This team tends to build and get stronger as the meet goes on, so hopefully we can continue that tradition.
Thanks a lot.
UCLA's Kate Richardson, the 03 bars champion, but a no-go on this event because of a thumb injury she suffered in February. So Ashley Peckett, one of the Bruins, trying to fill the hole on an event where the Bruins have been very inconsistent this year.
The judges have been critical on this event, making the scores much lower. Very nice to Tkachev. Again, they're looking for the lines. Shoot to handstand. Preparing for a dismount. Double layout. Significant step there on the landing, though.
Ashley, like Kate Richardson and recent Bruin alum Yvonne Tusek, one of Val Condo's field's Canadian finds. Ashley competing at Worlds in 2001 and 02. A 9-8 for Ashley. Keep in mind, UCLA can drop a low score. Katie Heenan on vault for Georgia now.
Katie is a big vaulter. She's got a lot of power. Yurchenko full. Very nice landing. I tell you, Georgia is on a roll when it comes to landings. Let's take another look. She gets a lot of power off the board and the horse. Looking for the landing.
Georgia maintaining its momentum with a 9-9-5, and the Gym Dogs in this graphic, and we show it to you every year because it's relevant. Only 4 teams have ever won the national title. Utah leading the way with 9, but UCLA, the most recent damsels of domination, winning 4 of the last 5.
I would never use the dynasty word, the D word. I think we would have to win about 5 more in a row to be able to use that word. So it's going to be a challenge. But I think the reason why it's going to be a challenge is good. There's a lot of parity out there this year, more so than any other year, I feel. And that's good for our sport.
If UCLA can pull off a three-peat, the Bruins would be in rare company. Only Utah has done it. In fact, they won the first 5 NCAA titles from 1982 to 86. Courtney Walker up on bars next for the Bruins. This is her first time around at Nationals. An ankle injury basically derailed her freshman year, Amanda.
She's replacing junior Kate Richardson on this event. That's a tough spot to fill. She opens with a pike Jaeger. A little short on that handstand again. Very nice handstand on the shoot over, though.
Keep in mind a little pressure on Walker. UCLA trying to unload a 9-8 from its total score.
Double layout.
That's a career high for Courtney Walker. Unfortunately for UCLA, they needed a little bit more. Back over to vault where we find Brittany Smith up for Georgia.
Brittany performs the Yurchenko Arabian. Again, this is a blind landing. Could be very difficult to stick. Wow. She knows it, too.
Brittany competed on a bum ankle at last year's Nationals, had off-season surgery. Certainly looks, Amanda, like she's back at full strength.
I'm not sure the judges could have found anything wrong with that vault. It is a 10-0 start value.
2 straight 9.95s for Georgia, the Gym Dogs, gaining ground 10th by 10th on UCLA. Can Bruin senior Kristen Maloney hold off the charge of the young and hungry Georgia squad? On March 6th, at home against Florida, Kristen received a 10 on bars, making her the first Bruin to ever get a perfect score on every single event. She went 10-0 on vault last year, and in 2001, achieved perfection on beam and floor.
Been a very nice routine so far, hitting all those important handstands. She gets ready for a dismount. Full twisting double back. Excellent. That is the kind of routine UCLA needed.
You cannot stick a landing any better than Kristen Maloney just did.
Let's take another look at her dismount. Full twisting double back, and again, right there, her feet do not move.
Generates so much momentum on the dismount, and generating a little momentum now for the Bruins with a 9-9. Kupets hoping to vault Georgia to the top. But Tasha Schweikert wants to keep UCLA's lead intact. Stay with us. Elise Ray continuing her farewell tour for Michigan as we pick her up on floor. Elise wrapping up a 17-year career that includes about a dozen All-American titles and a trip to Sydney in 2000 where she captained the U.S. Olympics team.
Shows a very elegant style of music. That's what Elise is known for in her dance. Preparing to tumble. Whip half front layout. Very solid routine for Elise.
Mom Ellen tearing up. The parents are as emotionally invested in this sport, it seems, as the athletes are. 9.925 for the outgoing senior on floor. Georgia alum Corey Fritzinger in the house. Corey, of course, part of last year's senior laden Super 6 squad, unable to graduate with a championship ring in hand. But rooting on this year's Gym Dog, sophomore Ashley Kupets, wanting to make sure she doesn't suffer the same fate.
Very nice. She actually did a Yurchenko half on pike front off.
Little variety here finally. We see Marlene Stevens, another one of last year's seniors, in the stands. This 9.9 helping the Gym Dogs cause because as we head over to bars, we see Jordan Schweikert's 9.825. Good score in general, but UCLA really needs to up the ante here.
Back up rise to handstand full pirouette. Again, slightly short of vertical, and it really seems like the judges are cracking down on not hitting vertical lines. Overall, just not a smooth routine for Jordan.
What's happening is this meet's turning into a pressure cooker for UCLA in their bid for the three-peat. Now they have to look to a freshman in Lindsey, Vanden, Eykel.
Starts her routine right off with the release move. That's Tkachev. Oh.
Well, it looks like this might now be the score UCLA will have to drop.
Take another look at her Tkachev as she swings up. The angle of her body is not bad had she been able to throw the bar back faster. She doesn't quite complete that movement. Right there you can see there isn't a great arch position, which then causes her hips to drop straight back. Not easy to turn it over and grab the bar, and of course, it's not enough to hang on.
The Bruins will now have to count a bunch of 9.8s. Not bad scores necessarily, but not good enough with Georgia trumping them with 9.9s on vault.
Very nice pirouetting sequence. Can be very difficult to come back from a fall. Very nice front giant to double front. Excellent dismount though.
Good recovery by Lindsey, Vanden, Eykel. The 9.325. Bruins certainly